Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's grade 8 CBE lesson, we're learning about temporary and permanent changes, focusing on temporary physical and temporary chemical changes. Substances can change when we heat them or cool them. Some changes are temporary, while others are permanent. Temporary changes can be reversed, while permanent changes cannot. Temporary changes include physical changes and temporary chemical changes. We're going to start with temporary physical changes. A temporary physical change is a change where no new substance is formed. These are easy to reverse and the mass of the substance does not change. Examples include zinc oxide, iodine, wax, and coking fat. To prove this, we are going to perform an activity whereby we are going to be heating a candle wax. And these are the materials that you're going to require. We need the wax, a test tube holder, a spatula, and obviously we are going to need a source of heat. And this is how our setup is going to look like. So I'm going to take you through the procedure. The first step, you're going to put a small piece of wax in a test tube, heat it until it melts completely, allow it to cool, and then observe the changes. So, what are we going to expect from this simple activity? So, before the wax was heated, or when it was in solid form, after heating it, or when we are heating it, it melts into a liquid, but when it is cooled, it solidifies back into a solid. This is a temporary physical change because the wax remains the same substance throughout the process. Melting and solidifying can be reversed easily and no new substance is formed. Physical changes. We have temporary physical changes are easy to reverse. Now, let's talk about temporary chemical changes. Temporary chemical changes involve a change in appearance or composition, but they can still be reversed. A good example that you're going to use to show what happens is when we heat cobalt 2 chloride crystals. We're going to prove this by performing an activity whereby we're going to be heating cobalt 2 chloride. We're going to require some materials. We need the cobalt 2 chloride crystals, a delivery tube, a beaker and some cold water, thermometer, and a source of heat. This is how our setup is going to look like. Now, what will be our procedure in conducting this setup? The first thing, we're going to put the crystals in a boiling tube, heat gently until changes stop, disconnect delivery tube, continue heating, cool the tube, record observation, add water, and observe. We're going to see that before heating, we had pink crystals of our cobalt 2 chloride. After heating, we had the blue powder and some steam is going to also be released. So what was collected? We have the condensed water. And later, remember from our procedure, we had to add water later on. It returned back to pink. So what can we say from this? When cobalt 2 chloride crystals are heated, they lose water of crystallization. Pink crystals, they turn blue and water vapor is released when this vapor cools. We collect liquid water. When we add water back to the blue cobalt chloride, it changes back to pink. This shows that changes is temporary and reversible. In summary, temporary changes, whether physical or chemical, do not produce new permanent substances and can be reversed. Understanding these changes helps us to explain many everyday processes. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more science lessons. See you next time. Bye bye.